This week on Hooligan Nation, grab your Aquanet and let's take a trip down memory lane. I want my MTV, and you should also. This week, we start our journey through what may be the greatest decade for our music. Stay tuned, because you got.
Nothing to lose, baby.
Oh.
I love this era. Let's rock and roll, baby.
You wanted the best? Well, they retired. So you got two dudes in a garage.
Talking KISS.
Welcome to the Hooligan Nation, the KISS-Centric Podcast, the podcast where the riffs are loud, but our opinions are louder. I'm Anthony.
I'm Rocco.
I'm Angel.
Yes, you are the Princess Leia of the Hooligan Nation Podcast.
I said them little space buttons.
You get to be the Princess Leia. I get to be Han Solo. And that means he's Chewie.
Like Chewbacca.
Well, not for nothing. That's your favorite character in the whole Star Wars thing.
Oh, you are my favorite. There is no doubt about that. You and Neil Peart are my two favorites. Peart. What's up, hooligans? Get your Aquanet and spruce up your mullet, because today we go back to the 80s, and I, for one, want my MTV. But before that, we have news, music we're listening to, and of course, our weekly poll. But first...
All right, hooligans. If you don't know, that is my sister down below. She's been on other episodes before, and she's going to have some fun doing our review today.
Speaking of our review, we're going to start this little shindig up with...
Did I say your name?
No.
No.
You could. She goes by Samantha or Angel.
No.
I call her Angel.
Angel.
She goes by Angel. That's her name.
Okay.
Okay. Let's don't worry about the birth certificate. Look, anybody who wants to question what her name is, it's kind of like Peart and Pert.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Start out with our last episode recap: Love Gun vs. Dynasty, from rock anthems to disco fire. Father Rocco, would you like to add? Oh, thank you. You did bless her also, right?
Yeah, I should have done one of these things.
All right. Anyhow, do you have anything you'd like to add to our last episode?
Yeah, I mean, statistically, technically, I lost, but Dynasty still kicked its ass.
So you lost, but they kicked out?
Statistically, technically, Dynasty lost, but it still kicked it. It kicked its own ass.
I don't like losing. Dynasty's still my favorite album. Dynasty's still I'll listen to, if I have to choice what I'm listening to, I'm listening to Dynasty before Love Gun.
Oh, well, I understand that, but we just found out which album is better.
No,
we did. The score was 7-3.
Wow.
So
you cheated. You cheated somehow.
Love Gun wins. No, I didn't cheat. It's all recorded. I mean, if
you happen to pick an album in their peak, and I picked an album when they were kind of trying to reinvent themselves, but that's okay.
I didn't pick that. It picked me. Love Gun picked me long ago, just like Dynasty picked you. You now have to come up with something to challenge Love Gun. Good luck.
I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. Destroyer?
Look it up.
You can try.
Ooh, look it up too.
Princess Angel, do you have anything that you would like to add to our last episode recap? It's okay. Tell everybody you didn't watch it, because they already know by the look on your face.
You missed it though. I think she said "Lick It Up" would kick your Love Gun's butt.
Lick It Up would kick Love Gun's ass.
Ooh, I love it.
Lick It Up would kick Love Gun's ass. It's not going to.
You don't think?
No, I don't. And I think when your brother gets off his high horse, he would tell you. We went from a Wookiee to a horse, just like that.
I told you, Angel, I needed this.
No matter what anybody says, there is no other podcast out there that goes from a Wookiee to a horse.
That's the truth.
I have to honor the voices in my head.
We got that market locked down. Exactly how many voices do you have in your head this week?
It changes from week to week.
Right, but how many do you have in there this week?
37.
37. All right, cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I said, monkey wrangling. That's what
Wow.
I do here. I wrangle the monkey.
Listen, in all honesty, I love both albums. You reviewed an album. Your album that you had chosen was at the peak of the band's success, so your numbers were going to definitely outdo Dynasty. But for my listening pleasure, I'll take the Vinnie Poncia's produced the Dynasty over Love Gun any day of the week.
That's great. Good for you. You should go have a conversation with your other 36 personalities and see if they all agree with you.
I think you should go to church.
Feeling church music is going to be playing in the background right now. Just so you know, I just had that. There might be flames
Yeah.
coming up behind me
Ange,
too.
Ange, you know you bring out the best in us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
News.
No. All right.
Father Rocco, do you have any news?
Yes, I have a couple different little things here. So,
All right. Well, take the wheel, Stevie.
all right, the first one, it's going to basically cover a lot of the continuation of Ozzy passing and some of the news along that. So, I think it's been no secret on this podcast that I'm a Pink Floyd fan, but Roger Waters is kind of a douche, and I'll tell you why with this news that I have.
Oh, I love it when you call people a feminine cleaning product. Dude, I don't know why. It's just
I'm sorry if you're a fan of Roger Waters, but
the 11-year-old comes out of me.
all right. So
I think you might have alienated our entire female audience right there.
Oh wow! You know, I didn't. I apologize, hooligans, the female hooligans. It wasn't for your. I'm just trying to accentuate how much Roger Waters is kind of a.
Just from the medical background, and an FYI, that's not really a trendy thing to do anymore. That was an old school thing to do anymore.
Wait, I got to put a pause on you. I gotta ask this question. It's not my fault. It's head injuries or genetics or DNA or something. I don't know what's wrong. What has douche been replaced with?
Just regular feminine products like soap, water, feminine cleansing things.
Oh, you
Are we-
talking about
You
like
don't have to do the bottle anymore. Like,
you, who?
Are we
Do you
really
know-
going there?
I
do you
don't,
know what this was?
I don't know.
Oh
I
my
don't,
God, this is going in such
I
a
don't
weird
know. I don't know what
direction.
I'm doing here. I have no control.
You
Damn.
kind of knew exactly what it was. Yeah, you don't do that anymore. Kind of screws up the pH. It makes a hostile environment down below.
A hostile environment down below.
Yes.
Ooh, there's so many places I can go with that statement. But Father Rocco, you were saying about the douchebag Tux medicated
I'm
pad,
a
Roger
little knocked
Waters.
off my rocker a little bit there, but anyway. So the news that we got is from September 3rd by Matthew Wilkening off of Go Figure, Loudwire.
Jesus Christ. Are you a member of the Matthew Wilkening fan club yet?
I'm not, but he's a damn good writer.
It seems to me like every week you're telling news stories that come from Matthew Wilkening.
I tell you what, he does his homework. He comes up with some good stuff, and I want to give him his credit.
All right, well, at least he does his homework because 2 out of the 3 of us that are on the screen right now, we didn't do any.
I really
Go ahead.
wanted to.
All right. So Jack Osbourne blasts Roger Waters after Pink Floyd's legend insults Ozzy and Black Sabbath. Roger Waters' statement criticized Ozzy for bringing hundreds of years of idiocy and nonsense into culture. Goes on to say, I don't give an F about Ozzy or Black Sabbath and never have.
Wow.
So Jack Osbourne volleyed back and said in response, hey, Roger, F you. How pathetic and out of touch you've become. The only way that you get attention these days are vomiting out BS in the press. My father always thought you were I can't say the word, CUNT. Thanks for proving him right.
Wait, no, wait a minute. You can't say the word, so you spelled it.
Well, people need to know.
I'm not sure that the YouTube algorithm is going to pick up on the spelling, so you have at it. Maybe that's what we do. You know what? We can't say the F word, but F-U-C-K.
See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. I'll see you then too.
All right.
Oh my God.
So what do you guys think? I have another bit of news, but what do you guys think of that?
What do I think? My head's spinning. Why did we brought her on here and I got see you next Tuesday, Jack, douche. I got tux medicated
During
pat.
the day.
All these
Oh
things are
my
running through
God.
my head right now. I have a joke overload. What do I think?
He's a
You,
douche.
you know, here's the best way I'm going to say this. Oh, I agree. Roger Waters is the douche, and he is a tux medicated pad, and he may be a see you next Tuesday, but it doesn't make Pink Floyd's music sound any different.
Very true.
And I still like the music. I just I can honestly say I've never liked the individual. If I called Roger Waters on the phone and said, "Hey, I want to talk to you about my politics," he'd hang up. He doesn't want to hear about my politics, and I don't want to hear about his. It's just I
again,
don't
when
want to hear about politics from any of these guys, and part of the reason is because it skews anyone's outlook on them. Like I love Pink Floyd music, but I don't like the people who create the Pink Floyd music.
Do you think it's in good taste? Like after Ozzy passes away and he comes out with this shit?
No, because Ozzy has always been who he is. He's never tried to hide it. He didn't try to clean up his act one spot and then be an ass other places. Ozzy is just Ozzy, and he's done a lot for music and for our generation. So how do you just slam the guy?
Right.
That's like ridiculous. He wasn't trying to say
I
that I'm someone different. He was Ozzy, and
Right.
he never tried to act like he was anything but who he is. You
That
know,
made
and
me
that's
very
why
angry.
no one really cares about him. You know,
I personally think this doesn't have anything to do with Ozzy. Personally,
It's the guy's character flaw. Period.
yeah, I don't think it has anything to do
Right.
with Ozzy. I think either he and please, hooligans, don't attack me immediately. Let me explain. But I think he's either taking one out of Gene's playbook, where he's trying to shock you, or he just can't control himself.
Now, the second bit of news is the other half. The other half. There was negative. Now I'm going to end it with a positive. So this article is again an Ozzy connection again. This is off of Blabbermouth, September 3rd. The article is with Rob Halford of Judas Priest. The main comment, Ozzy, got to the point where I think he knew the clock was ticking. And another brief clip from that. He goes on to say, Parkinson's is a really effing cruel and horrible disease, and it chips away your life slowly and slowly. And maybe Ozzy thought, I'm going out my way. And if he did, God bless him even more.
Well, I absolutely think Ozzy went out his way. I
100%.
don't think anybody can argue that.
No.
Yeah,
I
100%.
I don't think anybody could have wrote a script better than what Ozzy got.
But
It
the
was-
article was really good. Rob Halford goes into a lot of detail. You know, obviously they weren't there, but you hear another connection that where Ozzy touched certain people in a certain way because he was like Angel was saying, Ozzy was a genuine article. He was who he was at all times.
Yep, absolutely.
And that's all I have for news.
And Judas Priest wanted to be there.
Yeah.
I believe they were warming up for the Scorpions.
Yeah, they were torn.
Same day.
Yeah.
So, but you know, look, not that Rob Halford, Rob, love you, metal god, but KK Downing showed up and he's as much Judas Priest as Rob Halford
True.
is, in my opinion.
No, he definitely is.
So Judas Priest was represented there.
It was still nice of Rob Halford to kind of go into detail. And I like seeing connections that you don't know about, right? And that's what I want more from Paul and Gene. I like seeing connections where you found out when Gene almost cried talking about Ozzy. That floored me because you don't really picture Gene having any interaction with Ozzy. So Ozzy had a connection with a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Yeah, and it's hard to believe Gene has feelings.
I told you, it's probably my favorite interview I've ever heard him
I
do.
mean, he's got feelings, but you got to pay him for it usually.
It's true.
Anyhow, unlike you, Father Rocco, I centered my news around Princess Angel's likes and dislikes.
Oh, wow.
My news and my music are both centered around her. So I'm a better
Is
cousin.
this gonna be a runaway information or what?
I'm a better cousin and you are a brother.
There you go.
My news is about Bon Jovi.
DJ.
Bingo.
Mhm.
Bon Jovi is doing something that I have absolutely never heard of before. I could be wrong. I usually am. If you need to know how often I'm wrong, I will give you a list of women that you can call and they will tell you that I'm wrong a lot. But no, this is crazy. Bon Jovi put a new album out last year. I don't remember the name of it, but there was there. I'm sorry, Bon Jovi fans. I'm sorry. There was one good song on it. It was like
Yeah.
Legend. Was that the name of the song? It was really good song.
Yeah, but there wasn't that much good on it.
Right. And that was the only good song. And I think it might have premiered #1 on the Billboard 200, and then it was gone the next week. And it didn't sell. So this is where rock stars get eccentric and it's cool. So what is Bon Jovi doing? They're re-recording the whole album and it'll be out in about a month. And they're turning all of the songs, maybe not all of them, but most of the songs into duets with artists that will include Avril Lavigne, Jelly Roll, and Bruce Springsteen.
Genius.
Wow.
It is the same album, essentially, but he's going to bring in other artists to duet with him.
Genius.
I've never heard of that.
Interesting.
I mean, I've heard of remastering,
Mastering with
remixing
duets. Yeah.
years later, but you record an album one year and you re-record the album the next year because it didn't sell enough. I love it. I love it.
Very, very interesting.
Yep.
I love it. It's gonna be really interesting to see all the list of who that he's gonna be doing duets with too.
Yeah.
Avril Lavigne. I haven't even heard about her in a long time.
Yeah. I guess John Bon Jovi's a skater boy.
I guess so.
How? Wham! Bam! What's the matter? Hey, you know what? Next week on the show, we'll eat jelly rolls while we film. Oh, I'm sorry. Music we're listening to.
All right.
Rocco.
Yes, I have two different things I'm listening to. One, you kind of spurred on. I've seen this band twice in concert.
Me?
Yes. Loudness.
Rock and roll crazy nights.
Yes.
I haven't heard that in a long
We're
time.
gonna have fun tonight.
Killer riff. Yeah. That whole album is really good. Like, I forgot how good it was. So I've been listening to that. Like Hell is another good song. Crazy Nights, obviously. And Getaway. They were a good band. And they were good in concert too. I mean, they warmed up for
Mountain.
Mountain.
Triumph.
Yeah.
And Triumph. I remember that concert you went to.
Yeah. And then I forget the other concert. There was Striper. There was Striper I seen with him too.
Striper, Loudness, and TNT.
Yes.
And
Oh,
that
so-
was at the little theater under Madison Square Garden, by the way.
That's right.
I remember that. You know, it's amazing.
You got a good memory, dude.
No, but see, that's what's amazing. I can't remember something 5 minutes after you tell it to me. And you notice something? I'm doing the goddamn Bill Clinton thing again.
With the
Why?
hand.
What is
He
it
does the
with
hand
me?
thing. Yeah.
I do the Bill Clinton thumb over fingers hand thing that Bill used to do
Yeah.
when he does his
Yeah.
speeches.
It's a good thing.
You want to hear the funny part?
What?
Monica's under my desk.
Dude, I was gonna say something like that, and I was like, I'm gonna keep it clean.
Pow!
Did she douche?
Oh my god. I don't know. Let me check it out. Ainge, do you have any music you're listening to?
So the only music I heard was Korn, System of the Down, and Oasis, which is a really weird mix. But other than that, not
Well,
really.
say that again. You were actually at the shows while they were on.
Yes, I was at the shows. So loud. I was really I was thinking it was very, very old because it was really loud. So that was difficult, but they sounded good. System of the Down was better though, I have to say. Not that I knew a lot of their songs, but they sounded much better. And Oasis, bucket hats. I didn't realize. I guess that's a good segue to the '90s and the '80s music. And bucket hats apparently were very popular when they were out, and that's all they wore. All their fans had bucket hats on. It was very bizarre.
You know what you can do with a bucket hat?
Use it for a douching?
Nope. You can take your Hooligan Nation cup of coffee.
Okay.
Or your Hooligan Nation drink containers,
Yes.
and you can pour it out into an Oasis bucket hat and drink it out of the bucket hat.
You can. I'm going to try it next time.
I just warn you, hooligans, it won't taste as good in your Oasis bucket hat as it does in your coffee cup or your drink container, but you can do it anyway.
It's true.
Anyway, my music I'm listening to is again, in celebration of our Princess Angel gracing us with her presence, is a new Bon Jovi single that was released this week. It is Red, White, and Jersey. And since we are all from Jersey, yes, this is like the new national anthem for New Jersey, I think.
Yeah.
And I like it. I like it. It's a good song. Either one of you
I haven't heard it.
listen
No,
to it?
I haven't heard it yet.
I did hear it. I liked it. My only issue is I know he had vocal issues, but it's kind of hard to hear his voice sometimes. It's a little higher than it used to be. I don't know.
My issue with it was it sounds like every other
The other
Bon
song.
Jovi hit song of the last 10 or 15 years. It has an acoustic guitar in it. Stay out of this. I don't want to hear it. And it's got a little country twang to it. It's like he's trying to be the rock country version of if Frank Sinatra and Bruce Springsteen hooked up and made a baby, it would be Red, White, and Jersey.
And that is something you'll never hear on any other podcast but this one.
That's right.
Definitely.
That's
But I
God.
actually,
Folks, we may
Can I
not
leave
be
it
the
under?
best, but we are the most original.
they're all Jersey people, so it all works. But yeah, I agree with you.
I do
did.
love the song. I'm just tired of the same
The
one
same
trick
recipe.
pony over and over again. And
Yeah.
look, it works, but I guess I'm a different kind of fan. Like I pay attention. I just wonder if all the Bon Jovi maniacs like haven't put the pieces together and figured out, hey, this is pretty much the same song that he's
Same
been
song, different things.
singing for the last 15 years. He's just changing the words and some chords, and it's the same. It's the same recipe, I guess, is
Absolutely.
what it is.
Yeah,
And then
question.
when he ventures off of that recipe, the rest of the album doesn't sell because all the other songs suck. Princess Angel, do you know what time it is?
Poll time?
Oh, you've at least watched one episode.
Watched more than one.
It's poll time.
Yay.
It's poll time. It's poll time. Our weekly polls can be found on our community tab and on our Facebook group, the Hooligan Nation, a KISS-Centric podcast. If you're not a member of our Facebook group, you're a bad hooligan.
Bad.
This week is an axe
Bad.
wielding. What are you, a sheep?
Bad. Now we got the Wookiee.
Yeah. We went from a Wookiee to a horse to sheep. Can't wait to see.
Okay, old McDonald.
How do
Here's your
we
man.
incorporate douche in there? This week is an ass. This week is an ass. Well, you can
Wow.
douche your ass. Just douche your ass with Tuck's medicated pads, I guess.
Called an enema. But yeah.
This week is an axe wielding death match between Fraley's Comet and Vinnie Vincent Invasion. Who put out the better album and who was the better band? Father Rocco, what say you?
Huh?
Yeah, and you wonder why there are.
No, wait.
crickets
Rewind.
and-
I thought we're doing 80s.
This is the poll.
Oh, shit. Okay. Sorry.
Oh my
Go back. I'm
God.
sorry. I all of a sudden I have I'm like, I feel like I've done this before. Go ahead. Go back. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Go back. Where? Okay, we're back. Father
It's
Rocco.
ball time.
Father Rocco, what say you?
Um,
Do you have a
Say-
fire extinguisher next to you? Because your hat's about to catch on fire.
Fairly's comment easily.
Easily?
Yeah.
Princess Angel, do you want to jump in here?
Fairly's comment.
Rayleigh's
I'm
comment.
sorry, Vinny. I'm sorry,
Vinny was
Vinny.
at this when he was with Kiss.
Don't tell Vinny you're sorry. Don't give him that.
Didn't like him.
I wanted to see how lopsided it would be. It was pretty lopsided. Yeah. Vinnie Vincent Invasion came in with 15%. Fraley's Comic came in for 85%.
Oof.
So it was
Sorry, Vinny.
pretty shocking. Thank you to everyone who voted. We did have another good turnout of votes, so thank you for voting.
Thank you, Hoogans.
And our Hooligan Nation poll is up weekly. We have a new one up right now. So if you haven't voted yet, slide over to our community tab or to our Facebook group and vote. It's your right. Battleborn is a collaborative effort among like-minded individuals and organizations intent on repairing and restoring people who have served our country. We do this by delivering a unique level of support and guidance to those servicemen and women who have emotional and psychological wounds. We provide support directly and indirectly in collaboration with others in our community who value those who have served this nation and its communities. For more information, go to wearebattleborn.com. Welcome to the Big Hair, Bigger Hits
Oh my God.
episode
Holy shit.
celebrating and discussing the 1980s in hard rock heavy metal.
Very nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who goes over the
dude.
top? Hooligans. Who loves you more than I do? For
need to
all
see
of
my-
y'all that was wondering what I look like with hair, well, here it is.
And you didn't like my hat last week?
Father Rocco,
Yes.
do you know what show this is?
Well, we just passed our 50th. So this has got to be like 53.
By the time this airs, we will have celebrated our 1-year anniversary of the Hooligan Nation podcast and YouTube channel.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Here's to you, Father Rocco.
Right back at you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, guys. That's
Thank
huge.
you for
Thank you.
making everything interesting always.
Right back at you, kid.
Hooligans, especially Pamplemousse, KJ Nodwell, and Dan the
Dan the
Man.
man.
Thank you, the three of you, because I
Thank you very
believe you're the
much.
only three that have been here since the beginning. We greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Anyway, Big Hair, Bigger Hits, the ultimate 80s hard rock heavy metal retrospective coming at you right now from the Hooligan Nation podcast. I guess since Father Rocco always likes to start at the beginning, that we will start at the beginning, 1980. But before we do that, we have nuggets, tidbits, and what else?
Snippets.
Snippets. Are you two ready for the first nugget?
Totally ready for
Absolutely.
it.
Bring it.
Do either of you know when MTV first launched?
I know the
1981.
first video.
Nope.
1981.
Do you know the date?
Wasn't it in March?
Nope.
It was April 16th, 1981.
No. MTV launched August 1st, 1981.
That was close
Now.
Now,
I was closer.
now,
by a lot.
next question. Since Father Rocco says that he knows, do you know the first video they played on MTV?
I do.
Okay. You both know it?
Yeah.
There's two.
Wait. Who's willing to sing it? Okay. You're up.
Video, kill the video song. Oh, sorry, I said it wrong. Video killed the radio star. Da, 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 da. Oh, 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 oh.
Well, one thing's for sure. Nobody's going to give us a copyright claim from that singing.
Not even close.
I'm going to do the top 5 selling hard rock heavy metal albums of the decade. Before we do that, let me ask you guys a question. Do you know what the best selling album of the decade of the 80s were? Since we're asking trivia questions here.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, confidence.
Oh, I think I do.
You do.
Oh,
You do. You're right.
Oh, okay.
Michael Jackson's Thriller.
No, hard rock heavy metal.
You didn't say heavy metal. You said hard rock. I would consider that like
I'm going to
rock.
cheat because we talked about this. AC/DC?
Yes. AC/DC Back in Black. Over 50 million copies sold.
Wow. Okay.
Next up is Def Leppard Hysteria. Sold over 30 million copies. Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction. 30 million copies. Bon Jovi Slippery When Wet, 17 million copies, and Van Halen 1984, 11.7 million copies.
I can't believe the wide spread from 30 million to 17 million. Like, you wouldn't think it was that big of a spread of copies sold. Wow.
Interesting.
Look, AC/DC Back in Black is an amazing album.
It is.
But I would have never guessed that it would have beat out the next one by 20 million records.
It was the first hard rock album I listened to.
So we're going to start by taking off the muskrat. Woo!
You got a little something, just like that.
A little something.
A little something.
Man, I don't know how aging rock stars wear wigs.
Good.
I really don't. Oh, don't worry. I bought the wig and glasses. They'll be back in future episodes, I'm sure. All right, 1980. Of course. AC/DC Back in Black, one of the best-selling albums of all time. Seminal in hard rock legacy.
There's a song on that album that means an awful lot to me. That's not a popular song on that album, and it's called "Shake a Leg." I had so much fun with that. The old school boombox back in the day in high school. I'd be blasting that, and then "Shake a Leg" would come on, and like a bunch of my friends would be shaking a leg, listening to that. I burnt that album out. That was a fun album. A lot of really good album.
Playing it over and over again. That was when you started liking heavy metal.
Absolutely, I was hooked.
That was
once
huge.
Once I was in, I was in.
How did it all start from Sammy blows my mind.
It's wild, but it's wild that I even remember that.
No, but I remember that too. It was a big. I remember specifically that day. It was a huge thing.
That's wild.
Didn't
we were on our favorite couch too.
Yeah.
You were on your what?
We had a couch. You know damn well. Everybody has this experience where you have a couch. The family has a couch, and you go through different couches, but you find that one couch, and it's the best couch you've ever had.
Yeah. It was the green couch with all the multicolors that we were playing Fantasy Aldo Nova, pretending that was a piano. Me and Anthony. Anthony's been on
I remember that too. Yeah. Yes, we're dating ourselves, hooligans.
Do you remember that, Ant?
No.
Aldo Nova. You don't remember playing Fantasy on that? You played piano with me on that couch.
Okay. How?
Yeah, you actually, you know what? You played piano, and then you were going. You were doing that.
This is going to be such a good teaser. I'm telling you, there's going to be nothing. I just want to warn you folks. The teaser is going to have nothing to do with anything. It's just going to be sound effects and fool asses. We're going to have a teaser full with Tux medicated pads, wigs.
There you go.
Air keyboard playing.
I don't know how you don't remember that couch. When we lip synced and played, it was always on that couch like we were playing a piano.
Nah, I don't remember that couch at all.
And I remember you had you had a real serious look on your face too every time you were doing it.
I'm sending you.
My artistry comes first.
I am sending you a picture of the couch. That's all I gotta say.
The couch will trigger it. It'll come back to you.
It might. You know what we should do?
The ugliest couch ever.
Instead of selling air guitar strings like KISS, let's sell an Air keyboard, like an entire Air keyboard setup
Exactly.
in a box and everything. And we'll,
Perfect.
the
do
Hooligan
it.
Nation Air keyboard,
Yep.
$59.99. Done. Done deal.
Wow.
Perfect.
So if you guys don't want a drink container, or you don't want a coffee cup, or you don't want a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or a sticker or anything else, I don't know what else the hell we're selling there, but you can have a limited edition. I'm going to be like Gene. You can have a limited edition Air keyboard setup. $59.99.
Sold.
Here's to you. Next, Blackest Sabbath, Heaven and Hell. First album with Ronnie James Dio.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't listen. I don't remember a lot of it, but I do remember Ronnie James Dio. I liked his voice an awful lot, and I followed him a decent amount. But that album, I think I was too busy listening to some of the other ones at the time. Honestly, and I feel bad even saying that because there's so much of Black Sabbath I love.
Yeah, but you gotta
That
think
album,
too.
I don't. If you say a song from that album, I guarantee I know it, but I don't remember really like going nuts on that album fully.
Heaven and
When-
Hell.
Huh?
Crickets.
He wanted me to say a song from that album.
So when
Can I get another one?
Not without me bringing Wikipedia up.
Oh my god! Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why, but that album got lost.
because Jay, when did how old were you in 1980?
I was 10.
You were 10? No, you weren't.
No, I was.
You
Wait,
were like 8.5.
wait, 1980. I was 10. I was born in 70.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Oh my
I
god!
can't even look at the screen right now. It's so bad.
Wow.
Hooligans, welcome to the train wreck episode. Next on our list for 1980, Ozzy Osbourne, Blizzard of Oz.
Now that album, that's what it is. I was busy listening to that.
There you go.
Love it. Randy Rhoads. Introduction, Randy Rhoads.
Yep, Crazy Train.
Absolutely. Crazy Train, Mr. Crowley. Like, I mean, come on.
Oh my god, so good.
Iron Maiden's debut, which
I was more.
I listened to it today. Wow, it was
It was a different singer.
It was a different singer. It was completely different musically.
Yeah, it was.
They were, I don't know, I kind of got the progressive feel from
Yeah,
them
I wasn't.
on
I
that
wasn't.
album.
I think I told you earlier today. I mean, I love Iron Maiden. I've seen them a couple times. A number of the Beast. That album is where I got indoctrination into indoctrination into Iron Maiden. Can you spell that?
You're right.
What the hell's that now?
Woo. Okay. Next, Scorpions, Animal Magnetism.
Great album.
Agreed. Motorhead, Ace of Spades.
Great song.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah,
the whole album. You could talk to some avid Motorhead fans, and they would probably be able to list out about 3 or 4 songs. But for me, what I get out of that is the Ace of Spades song. And
yeah, it was kind of their career defining
absolutely
song as far as popularity goes. And I believe it kind of put Lemmy on the map as a character.
Absolutely.
Judas Priest, British Steel.
I did listen to that album and I liked it.
I would hope so.
Yeah. But I mean, Defenders of, again, the album that kind of started Judas Priest for me more than anything was Defenders of the Faith. That's another album I burnt out completely. But then I went backwards with Judas Priest.
And British Steel has Breaking the Law and Living After Midnight. And the biggest thing I can say about that is which one it was Living After Midnight was the one with the early video.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I remember the video.
Right? Where didn't they beheaded somebody in the video and it couldn't look any faker than it did?
Yeah, wow. Now I remember that. Yeah.
If I'm correct, and I probably haven't seen the video in 40 years.
But now I want to see it.
I believe that's before the black leather. That's before all of that.
That is a little before that. But this is making me think of a playlist already now.
Next up, Van Halen,
Can't deny it.
William. Van Halen, Women and Children First. Not my favorite Van Halen album by any means, but
No, there's some good stuff on it though.
it's there. And this one I put in here for you, Rush, Permanent Waves.
Love that voice.
Well, okay, crickets again. Got nothing. Oh, well, this better get better. How about Kiss Unmasked? Who could forget this gem? Peter is out and Kiss is moving to more extreme sound changes.
It's wild to think about Unmasked at that time.
It's
With those other albums we just talked about.
I was going to say, when I'm compiling this list and I'm going from AC/DC, Back in Black, Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell, Ozzy Osbourne, Blizzard of Oz, Iron Maiden, Scorpions, Motorhead, Judas Priest, British Steel, Van Halen, Women and Children First is probably their heaviest record.
Mhm.
Rush, Permanent Waves, and Kiss Unmasked.
It's crazy. But I mean, I think back now to those times, and I definitely stuck in my lane. Like I would get stuck on albums like Blizzard of Oz. I listened to that like crazy. Like, so there was definitely some albums that I could have probably listened to, that I was so fixated on some other like Ozzy and some other stuff that I wasn't listening to a lot of other stuff. Ozzy was definitely a big influence early. Blizzard of Oz, that album was a game changer too.
Okay, now we move on to 1981. AC/DC, For Those About to Rock.
Good album. Great album.
This is cool. Back in Black sold over 50 million copies. Now, they didn't do that in 1 year, of course, but their follow-up sold over 4 million copies just in the US. I mean, that's just pretty amazing to me.
Yeah.
That you follow up Back in Black with an album that sold 4 million copies. And you know what? I bet you if we went back, critics were saying that it was a letdown because it only
that's a good
sold 4
album.
million copies.
It's a good album though.
No, I'm talking about the jackass critics like
Of
us, because we might be jackass critics sometimes too.
Mm.
Next, we're going to go a little lighter and a little slower here. Foreigner 4. It was a dominant rock release, sold over 6 million copies in the US, driven by hits like Urgent and Waiting for a Girl Like You.
It's good songs. I'm more of a song guy with Foreigner. I'm more of like specific songs. I never like bought a Foreigner album, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I don't think I ever owned a Foreigner album too.
And I'm not knocking the band. I like Foreigner a lot, but I was more of like into the songs that I heard.
I saw Foreigner a few years ago and it wasn't even Foreigner.
Who was it?
I think that's so cool.
What?
There's no originals left in Foreigner.
Really?
Here.
That band that tours, there is 0 original members.
Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
That is how do I put this? That is a cover band.
Cover band, yeah.
That's employed by Foreigner.
That's wild.
And it's
That is
not
wild. That is
it's
wild.
not a joke. Like Jeff Pilson from Dokken, Kelly Hansen from Hurricane. Kelly Hansen just bowed out this year, finally, and they had announced their retirement, and now they pulled it. Kelly Hansen left, and like one of their guitar players is singing. So Foreigner is going to continue to tour, and it's not technically Foreigner. Next up, Van Halen, Fair Warning. This hard rock album is considered a cult favorite. Sold over 2 million copies in the US.
Good album. I was listening to that this week a lot.
You know what else is really interesting to me that as we move on, you guys are going to catch on to? You're going to see the same bands year after year after year.
Cranking out records.
Yeah, because that's the machine, right? You got to keep it moving.
Bands were putting out records every year. Put a
You
record
don't
out,
see that anymore.
tour. No.
That was the recipe. That's what the music business was built on. And then now all of a sudden it's completely different now.
Now it's like put a record out, tour it for 3 years, take
Yeah.
a year off, and then make a new record.
Well, if you think about it, if you put like a KISS correlation there, having to spit out records that fast, that's what burnt Ace Frehley and Peter Criss out, because you're getting some success and you're seeing the fruits of your labor, and boom, you have to go right back into the production again.
Yeah, but don't you feel like sometimes, and I guess in this generation, like the instantaneous things, like to keep the momentum of
No,
the
I
band.
prefer that way, but I still like, from a perspective of a band, you can see where guys would get burnt out after a while.
Oh my gosh, yeah, but yeah, it is very unusual now to even see that.
I have to jump in here for a second.
Yep.
Because I need to call you, Father Rocco, out. You cannot accuse the golden goose of being burnt out. Don't you know he's the golden goose?
You missed
And
that
you,
age
with the
last
clueless
week.
look down there, watch the Hooligan Nation podcast and you'd know what we're talking about. Anyway, next, Ozzy Osbourne, Diary of a Madman.
Listen,
Awesome.
she's got kids going to college. She's got kids starting high school. She's got a lot on her plate, dude.
A lot. I work 2 jobs.
But you could find a little snippet of time to get an episode in there once in a while.
A snippet?
Snippet. Nugget?
Yeah, you got to drive from one place to the other, right?
Oh?
Right.
Yeah.
So
I like watching you guys.
I know. I don't blame you.
It's harder to hear it. It's harder to just listen.
If I wear the muskrat every week, will you watch it?
Absolutely.
You know what you need with that? You need some bling. You need like a bling jacket.
A blink. Let's not go too far. You know.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold the presses. You need to call Paul. You need some Asylum gear.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna go on Bruce Kulick's website and get the
Radioactive.
radioactive jacket.
Oh my God.
That's a good idea. I think I'm gonna name the muskrat Champ.
Champ.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want me to wear Champ, just say, "Hey, put Champ on."
Okay.
All right. Next up, Rush Moving Pictures. Nothing. I mean,
Listen, I liked Rush. I've always liked Rush, but I've never, the only album I've ever bought of Rush is Presto. And I love the album, but I wasn't into them back in the day. I was into more heavier stuff.
All right, moving right along. How about Motley Crue, Too Fast for Love?
Love it.
Take it away.
Burnt it out. Love it.
Yes,
I think I've said this to you before. What I like about that album is the lack of polish on it. I like the primitive sound. It was not the best produced album, but I kind of like that about that album.
Yeah. The last time you brought that up, I had to go dumpster diving to figure out why. And I came up with an answer of why that album is so underproduced and underpolished.
It makes it good though. I like it that way with that album.
Why was it?
You know who
What?
produced them?
Don't say Vinnie Ponce.
No, but I have to tell you, after last week's episode, I really wish Vinnie Ponce had.
Yeah, I bet you do.
No, debut album produced by them.
Really?
That makes a lot of sense now. But again, the rawness of it is what makes me like it. It's just a little bit past demo, right?
I don't even know if it's a little bit past demo.
Yeah, but you know what?
It's got a demo sound to it.
Right, but think of the song "Merry Go Round and Round." Would you want that song produced more? Like, to me, that's the special charm. Maybe that's just me, but that's the special charm of that album. That's what makes me that album warm to my heart a little bit.
I think in some cases, and I can understand your argument.
And I love Vince's voice on that album.
Well, that's when Vince had a voice. Anyway, moving right along.
True.
Judas Priest, Point of Entry. Def Leppard, High and Dry.
High and Dry. That was a different sounding Def Leppard.
Yes, it was.
Very different sounding Def Leppard.
That was a pre-Mutt Lang sounding Def Leppard.
Very much so.
And if you get any diehard old school Def Leppard fans, they love High and Dry.
kind of there.
and
I'm kind of there.
pretty much Pyromania is somewhere in the middle, and Hysteria is when they went off.
Yeah, you take that High and Dry, and you go to Pyromania, they flip the script on that
Yes.
completely, and they sounded super young on that. You can hear their youth in that first album.
I believe they were super young.
Well, no, but I'm saying you can
Actually.
hear that. You can hear it. You can definitely hear it.
If I'm correct, and we all know that I usually am, I don't even believe that Rick Allen was 18 years old.
No, he was 17 and a half.
He said so confidently.
He does.
He
He's
said
so
it.
he's so full of shit.
Wow. He's like,
He
"What?"
has absolutely no clue. This is exactly why Chewbacca didn't speak in any of the Star Wars movies. Next up, Black Sabbath, Mob Rules.
Great album. That one I've listened to a lot.
Oh,
Ronnie James Dio. That's when I was really into Ronnie James Dio.
Yeah.
Great album. Turn
Yeah.
Up the Night. Oh man, great songs on that album.
it's kind of funny to me. I mean, maybe it's me, but it's kind of funny to me that at the same time in the early 80s, and this could become an entire episode, so we gotta police ourselves here. How many bands changed lead singers and put out great music at the same time that their old lead singer is putting out great music?
A good
I
point.
mean, to me,
Right.
the most famous lead singer change that ever worked was Bon Scott to Brian Johnson. But
That's not even debatable.
Bon Scott wasn't putting out any new albums for obvious reasons.
Right.
But at the same time, Black Sabbath is putting out Heaven and Hell and Mob Rules. Ozzy is putting out Diary of a Madman and whatever the hell the other one was that I can't remember at the second, because, like I said, I can't remember shit from 30 seconds
Well,
ago.
Ozzy, you got Blizzard of Oz. You got
Blizzard
Diary
of Oz.
Madman, yeah.
He's putting out Blizzard of Oz and Diary of Madman at the same time. Like, that's pretty amazing to me.
And both bands, Ozzy's and Black Sabbath, are putting out good shit.
Yep.
Right. Didn't I just say that? I
That's
thought
what-
I
yeah.
just said that.
I'm just accentuating your point.
Yeah. Let's put an exclamation point at the end of the sentence.
Accentuating.
Next up, Iron Maiden Killers, which
Great artwork, album cover, killer album cover.
and it is the last album with, I can't remember his name right now. He just died, but
Yeah.
I like the album actually. It was also a completely different sound, but it was more towards the harder sound.
There's good stuff on it, but I couldn't even tell you a song. It's not an album that I listen to.
I had to throw this one in just because of the enormity of it. I do not really think that this is hard rock or heavy metal, but it's close to hard rock, and that's Journey Escape.
Great. I mean, legendary album.
Yeah, I mean the hits on that album are just too big to leave off.
Absolutely.
Next up, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. I love rock and roll. I just
Do you?
gotta throw a little punk.
love
in
it.
there. Yeah,
Gotta love it.
I do too. Like, I think she killed it. And finally, Kiss. Music from the Elder. You know what I have for that? Yep.
Wow.
Anything else? Anybody want to put their 2 cents in there?
I like The Oath.
Do you? All right. Well, I like Darklight. You know, it has great guitar solo.
I'll give you great.
If you ever really listen to that song, you as a guitar player should be able to listen to that song one time and figure out why I love that song.
You know what? That being said, when we're done with the podcast, I'm going to listen to it tonight.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you why, or do you want me to?
No, I'm going to listen to it tonight because you've never given me a take like that, guitar wise. I'm going to listen to that tonight.
There is something in that guitar solo that you very rarely ever hear in any other guitar solo. We're going to slide right into 1982 before this is a 4-hour podcast. Iron Maiden, The Number of the Beast, their first album featuring Bruce Dickinson.
Very good.
Topped
I
the
like
UK album charts and went platinum in both the UK and US. It's a great, I mean,
You
That's
ready?
when I started.
Here we go.
as soon as you listen to that,
Ode to you, O earth and sea, for the devil
Oh.
sends the beast with wrath, for you know the time is short. Let him have understanding, reckon the number of the beast, for it is a human number. Its number, really? You gonna leave me hanging?
is 666.
Thank you.
How do you remember all this stuff,
Lived
Johnny?
alone. My mind was blank.
Quickly,
Okay, I'm sorry.
Father Rocco, bless me again.
Yeah, we got to get it out there. I'm sorry.
thanks.
guys. Yeah, the last person you need me doing that, I just realized.
That was good.
Edit that out.
Not a chance.
Heck no.
Next, Judas Priest, Screaming for Vengeance. It's their
Great
breakthrough in North America. I'm going to shock you, I think. That album was 2 times platinum in the US and platinum in Canada.
Wow.
I did not think that it had sold that much.
Hey, not for nothing from what I remember.
Wow.
You know how me and you talk about complete albums all the time? If I remember correctly, Electric Eye is probably the best song on that album, but there's not a bad song on that album, if I remember correctly.
I think you've got another thing coming.
But
And I actually think that I was wrong about the video when I was talking earlier. I think it's for You've Got Another Thing Coming.
Oh, another thing coming is the one where he's in the highway, right? He's in the highway, I think.
Yeah, and then they like, I don't know, launch a missile or something. I don't remember it exactly, but I'm somewhere in the realm of being somewhat right.
Okay.
Next up, Scorpions, Blackout. Became their best-selling album to date. Certified platinum, includes the perennial rock hit
Blackout. Oh no,
No One Like You.
No, there's no one like you. Yeah.
such a great voice. Oh my gosh.
They were a great band. I don't think they got the love they deserved. They were a great band. When I seen them on the Monsters of Rock tour, I think you've heard me say this ad nauseum probably. They were the most crystal clear band I've ever seen live to date.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think they ever reached the level that they should have here.
Yeah.
I think they got it worldwide, but
that's a good point.
It's pretty obvious that I don't think they've ever even been nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Really?
Just let that set in.
Holy crap.
They've never even been nominated. And they're well over 50 years. They're well over 50 years, and they haven't been, and they gotta be pushing late 70s, early 80s.
Easily.
And they're still out there touring, and they can't get no love from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And their calmest, slowest song is their #1 song in the States.
Yeah, and it's the one I like the least.
Wind of Change.
Yeah.
I love that song. You like that the least?
I like it.
What?
It's good.
I don't like
You
it.
don't like that song?
I like it. It makes me cry.
Oh my god. Let's play it right now so you can cry.
I'm just
Are
kidding.
you okay?
I'm
Do you
just
need
kidding.
a virtual hug?
I'm just kidding. You know what that song's about? About the war. It's about war. It's that, you know.
Next up, Ozzy Osbourne, Speak of the Devil.
Another great album.
And there's no way we're going to get past Aldo Nova. Man, I got to tell you, you know, at least once a month, I put Aldo Nova on one of the 3 albums, and I wonder, how the hell did he not become a superstar?
Yeah,
Seriously.
I'm with you there. Well, you know what? He also
but he was a superstar in songwriting.
Yes, he did a lot of writing too. I think that maybe he put too much emphasis on the writing, or not enough emphasis on trying to market his band or whatever. But I mean,
good.
We were big fans. He was lost with a lot of fans, I think, but we were huge fans of Aldo Nova.
He got caught up in the mid 80s, and he put out the album Twitch, which I like 2 or 3 songs off of that
good
album.
songs on that album.
But it was just so polished. It was of the times.
Overproduced.
Yeah, if you listen to the first Aldo Nova and then you listen to the second and then you get to the third, he went a little overboard, I think.
Yeah.
Next up, Sammy Hagar, 3 Lock Box.
Yeah,
I mean, what can you say? You talk about a legendary song. And then, you know, truly, here's another guy. If you listen to his solo stuff, he should have been bigger than he was.
Yeah.
He should have been big enough to where Van Halen called and he said, "Why would I do that?"
Well, you know what? He's
agree.
at some point we're going to do a Sammy Hagar introspective. He's an interesting subject because right when he was about to completely pop, or was that in the process of popping,
He went over to
Van Halen came calling.
Yeah.
Right? VOA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A year before. I mean, VOA is really, well, I can't say VOA. I can't drive 55. And that's a hit. Maybe the first one on here. Maybe that was driven by MTV.
Big time.
That
Great video.
was
It
on.
became popular across genres too. Like anyone who liked any music liked that song.
Well
It
said.
didn't make
Well
a
said.
difference what
Right.
kind of music you liked.
Right, but it was so on rotation on MTV. Like,
Oh, constant.
it was on 4 times an hour.
Mhm.
So
I don't think it was a song you got tired of, though.
No, you know what's funny is I'm tired of it now.
I like it because I'm 55.
I don't. You're 55.
I'm Sammy.
I mean, with the hat and the goatee dye, which doesn't. Did you shave?
No.
Oh, boy, that shit didn't last long, huh?
No, I got to do it again. You got to
No,
do it every 2 weeks. You got to do it.
Dude, I think you look better without it, personally. But that's, you know, who listens to me anyway. Next up, Twisted Sister, Under the Blade.
That's about as raw as Twisted Sister is, man. They definitely again, that I compare that album with Too Fast for Love. It's the similar type of rawness. I don't know if they produced their own album, but it's a heavier, in your face kind of Twisted Sister more than, you know, the commercial like popsy Twisted Sister. I like both.
Yeah.
I like both.
Say it again.
Things just got so poppy and commercial as the 80s went on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
everything was made for video.
Yeah,
I
and
was
actually, as we go, as we go through this list, and at least for me, as I was compiling this list, things were popping into my, like, pictures and videos were popping in my head.
That's what's happening to me. Yeah.
You watch a lot of bands, but Aldo Nova go right down the road of pop, and you watch Twisted Sister go right down the road of pop, and I think it kind of demolished both of them. I mean, some bands, it made them. Some bands went there, like Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Ozzy, Kiss went there and survived it. And then there were bands like Twisted Sister, Aldo Nova, and there's more that didn't survive it.
If you think about marketability, though, I don't know whose idea it was to create Dee Snider as that larger than life character, but he borrowed from Kiss, and that character at that particular time was perfect.
It worked, yeah.
And if you know anything about Dee Snider, I can tell you who created that character. Because Dee Snider created that larger than life character, because that's who he is.
Well, I mean, he did a great job of it. I mean, I know he was a big Kiss fan too.
They just went overboard with whatever that last album was, with that cheesy 50s song.
I like it. Hot Love.
I
love that.
No,
I love that album, if I'm being honest.
Is that the name of the
Talking about my hot love. Yeah, I love that album.
No, it's
the song is Hot Love. I forget what the name of the album is.
No, the song I'm talking about isn't Hot Love. I know it's not. I like the song, but I think me and like two.
Oh no, the Leader of the Pack.
There you go. If I was to pinpoint something that ruined their career, that's it. And that video was a large reason why.
I liked it, but you have a point. They were the poster childs for selling out at that point. So their core base, they lost a lot of it.
And this is a KISS podcast at the end of the day. And it's pretty funny. KISS did all those things and survived it. And Twisted Sister, a band like Twisted Sister did that. And they had to go away for 30, 40 years before anybody even thought about them again. And
what year was that again?
That was, we're in 1982. We're not doing good.
That's a lot. A decade.
Yeah, we could do another episode. We could do,
Anyhow.
I was trying to find the name of that album, but can't find it.
It'll come up here. I think I put it in here. And next, I had to put this in here, and I know the Sylvester Stallone fan will go crazy for this. Survivor, Eye of the Tiger came out in 1982. How can you not note that?
You gotta love it.
And
Absolutely.
finally, KISS, Creatures of the Night, the album that made Eric Carr and Michael James Jackson legends in history. Couldn't sell, probably because of Unmasked and Music from the Elder, but it is still a damn good album. A damn good. Some would argue their best, Victor Perez.
You kind of wonder, timing, marketability. You kind of wonder if it was ever to get put at a different time and marketed the right way. I think it probably would have been their biggest album. That's just my opinion, but
no, I tend to have to agree. If you go for, and we've done this before, if you go from Dynasty to Creatures of the Night, pew, you went from Dynasty where you alienated a certain minority of your fan base, and then you went to Unmasked where you alienated a certain majority of your fan base, and then you moved on to The Elder where you alienated everybody else that was left standing there. And then you come back and you put out a great album and there's no one there to listen to it.
Damn.
It's unfortunate. And then you take the makeup off in 1983 and everybody's interested in the non-makeup and they come back and look it up's a hit.
Yep.
Yeah, and again, I go back to
it was great survival topic.
It took guts. A lot of the moves that they made, it took a lot of guts to do. I mean, just think about it. All your success came from putting makeup on, and you're going to take it off.
But that was a great way to get.
It was the right move at the right time.
I remember being excited about what they're going to look like. I remember that. It was like such a huge thing.
Yep.
1983. Here's a question. What's at the top of the list?
In 1983?
1983. It's the album that quite literally changed the world. Quiet Riot, Metal Health.
Oh.
Ah.
Wow, yeah.
The groundbreaking release. Metal Health is the first is the first considered heavy metal album to reach #1 on the Billboard 200. Worldwide sales exceeded 10 million copies, with over 6 million sold in the U.S. alone, earning 6 times platinum certification.
Wow.
It's still wild to think that Randy Rhoads was in that band.
Things I didn't know. Randy Rhoads was in that band?
Yeah, that's where he got his start. Well, he was in other bands, but I mean, that's where he got his...
He left Quiet Riot to go to Ozzy. And then he pulled Rudy Sarzo out of Quiet Riot to join him in Ozzy.
Yep.
Wow.
And funny enough, and then Randy Rhoads dies.
Yeah.
And Rudy can't stay in the band because of Randy Rhoads dying. He leaves and he goes and records Metal Health with Quiet Riot. And it becomes...
That's crazy.
Wild.
Yep.
Wow.
Next up, Def Leppard, Pyromania, a landmark hard rock album that took the band to superstardom.
Absolutely.
Featured mega hits like Photograph and Rock of Ages, certified 10 times platinum in the U.S.
I'll still say, like, I don't think that
So good.
Joe Elliott, I don't think gets enough credit. I think he's still one of the best rock and roll singers of all time.
I would agree with that. I don't know about today.
Nobody ever talks about him, though. If you think about it, it's all Steven Tyler, Robert Plant. Nobody ever talks about Joe Elliott, and I don't think he's ever gotten the props that he deserves.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. I'm not really sure why, but I wonder why that is. Next up, Dio Holy Diver. Dio solo breakout.
Good album.
Classic in traditional heavy metal. Certified gold in
Rainbow in the
US
Dark,
in
right? That's when
1984, and later went platinum in 1989. Next up, Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. A critical and commercial success. Peaked at number 3 in the UK and achieved platinum status in both the US and the UK. And the next one, Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil.
legendary.
Nice.
The
Good
group's
music.
commercial breakthrough album, catapulting them into heavy metal fame. I would agree with that completely.
Yes.
I personally think Motley Crue is one of the most interesting rock and roll bands of all time.
Why interesting?
I would absolutely.
You want to
agree
talk
with
about
that.
the layers of that band? Pamela Anderson, lip syncing, Vince Neil forgetting words of songs. Like, there's so much near death experiences with Nikki Sixx. Like,
Near death. Vince Neil killed somebody and got probation for
Hanoi
it.
Rocks. Yeah.
Look, it was the 80s. How many times did Nikki Sixx overdose?
Yeah, but the drama never stopped. It just turned into something different.
Yep.
Mick Mars hates them now. Mick Mars is there on record saying that he was their whole thing. Like, everything relied on him to make music, and Nikki Sixx doesn't know how to play bass. Like, there are so many layers to Motley Crue, and I'm a fan, but there's so many layers to Motley Crue.
They're almost like Kiss is. They're characters.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're so
Yes.
much more than just the music. They're characters. Like,
Yeah.
they made a movie about Motley Crue. They could have made 5 more movies.
Yeah.
What's that? What was that?
Hmm?
What do you got?
Come again?
Are you going to share with the class?
Hold on. Have a nugget.
Thanks. Okay, we can move on now. Next up, Judas Priest, Defenders of the Faith.
Love that album.
Yeah, I love it.
I love
too.
every song.
Ozzy Osbourne, Bark at the Moon.
Another great album.
Great video.
Ozzy releasing Jakey Lee to the world. I mean,
I love Jakey Lee's stuff.
And next, Metallica, Kill 'Em All. I mean,
that's when it started with me. With Metallica.
I'm not sure, but 83 might be the best year of the decade. AC/DC, Flick of the Switch.
Another great album.
I had to put this in here because it has my favorite all-time song of any band anywhere. Rainbow, Bent Out of Shape. Come on, man. Rainbow, Street of Dreams.
Oh, Street of Dreams. I thought you were Bent Out of Shape. I thought you were going to say the song is Bent Out of Shape. Street of Dreams is a great song.
Oh, it's my favorite. That is my favorite song.
You remember that one, Age?
Time.
If you don't, you'll love it. Yeah, that's a great song.
No, I do.
I mean,
I'm still soaking it in. That's his favorite song of all time.
It is. Yeah. And that goes back, like, if you
Joe Lynn Turner's a very underrated singer too.
If you call any of my children and ask them what my favorite song is, all 3 of my children will know, because it blows their mind that song, and not a Kiss song, is my favorite song of all time. That is my favorite song of all time.
I like the song. It's up there for me, but it's not my favorite. I love it.
Next up, Zebra.
Tell me what you want.
I compiled the list, so I had to put them in. Y&T, Mean Streak.
Again. Right. No, wait. Summertime Girls.
And the title track, Mean Streak, which is a great song.
Another good song. Yeah. No, it's definitely a good song.
There's another band. I mean, you could just keep going on.
What I like about, I think I've said this to you before. What I like about that song, Summertime Girls, you hear that song in the first couple notes and you're like, wow, I remember where I was. You know, you think of the 80s. To me, that song sums up the 80s so much for me.
Yep, I agree. And finally, we end with Kiss, Lick It Up. a continuation of Kiss's harder sound, the first album without makeup, and the true beginning of Kiss in the music video MTV era.
My sister's favorite.
That video. Oh my gosh.
Which one?
Look it up.
Oh.
So funny.
Did you ever hear the story of Lick It Up?
I don't think so.
All right, well, watch the podcast and you'll hear it. Moving on to 1984.
You know what? Be careful, bro. You're going to bring the phone. She's not going to answer.
She doesn't answer now. She answers like every fifth time I call. We're going to move into the year 1984. Do you know what we're going to start with?
Oh, absolutely. Van Halen.
1984. Could this be one of Van Halen's best-selling albums? Diamond certified in the U.S. 10 million plus copies sold.
Hey, not for nothing. I served that up pretty perfect. I gave you. You don't give me the.
Don't give you what? What do you want? A pat on the back or?
Yeah. No, I want a pat on the back.
My ass. Next up, Scorpions' "Love at First Sting" becomes the band's most successful album in the U.S., achieving double platinum certification. Dio, "The Last in Line," becoming the band's highest charting album. Number 4 in the UK, number 23 in the US, certified platinum in the US and gold in the UK. And here it comes. Twisted Sister, "Stay Hungry," powered by hits like "We're Not Gonna Take It." The album eventually undersold. It sold over 3 million copies in the US, earning multi-platinum status.
That's it?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Not for nothing. It wasn't just hits. It wasn't just "I Want to Rock" and "We're Not Going to Take It." That whole album was good. The price is on there. Like,
yeah. Yep. And only sold. I mean, it's a terrible way to say it, but when you look at, no, I'm gonna get beat up for this if I say this, but look, Van Halen 1984 is by far a better album, and I think Van Halen's a better band than Twisted Sister. But 10 million compared to 3 million, I don't know
about that. Well, you know what though, that just is the epitome of Eddie Van Halen owning that decade.
Well, that's true. Iron Maiden, "Power Slave."
Great album. I saw them in concert in that tour.
Sammy Hagar, VOA. Ratt, "Out of the Cellar."
Another great album.
Oh, good.
Dokken, "Tooth and Nail."
Another great album.
Oh my gosh, so good.
This is
Alone Again.
Every year that we get to, it's like, oh my God, it keeps getting better and better.
Yeah.
Like,
it makes you realize why you love this music and why we're doing this in the first place.
Next up, Bon Jovi's debut. I mean,
Bon Jovi.
"Runaway," "She Don't Know Me." And now, and look at the different, like, let's call them subgenres. Okay. Let's get into really technical words. You go from Bon Jovi to the Wasp debut.
Oh my gosh.
Last Command. Great album. Oh no, your debut, you're talking about Wasp, self-titled.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Metallica, "Ride the Lightning," happens to be 6 times platinum.
I believe that. That's a great album.
Like, just no matter what kind of hard rock, heavy metal you liked in 1984, there was something there for you.
To me, the key, as far as Metallica goes, the reason they've stayed so long and had that staying power, because even when they were the most raw, they always had a melodicness to them. Always.
Yeah.
Deep. Very deep.
Yeah. It was always music first for Metallica too.
Yeah.
It was music before everything.
And Cliff Burton had a lot to do with that.
He absolutely did. And finally, we round out 1984 with KISS Animalize. The turnover continues with Mark St. John coming in to replace Vinnie Vincent. Gene Simmons is out trying to be a movie star while Paul Stanley creates magic with hits like "Heaven's on Fire" and "Thrills in the Night." I believe that might be my most accurate statement of the night.
It's
seriously.
it's definitely not arguable. It's not arguable.
I'm sure somebody can argue it, but they would be wrong. Hooligans, I'm an amateur. We're going to split the decade up because this is taking much longer than we expected it to take, or I expected it to take. So we're going to break this up into 2 parts, and we will be back next week to do 1985 to 1989. So stay tuned in, and we will finish this.
Yeah, and we're having
Next
fun,
week.
so hopefully you're enjoying what we're putting down.
If you're listening to us on any of the podcast platforms, please leave us a review. And if you just found us, check out our past episodes. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel and you like this episode, please consider hitting the like button, just like Father Rocco, and leaving us a comment. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future episodes, just like Father Rocco. And check out these episodes right here. As always, if you made it this far, thank you for supporting us. And don't forget, if it's too loud, you're too old. Peace out, Hooligan Nation.